Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Shimmerz Paints design team layout for you guys today. And today I am using 3 photos. I know I have 4, but because my printer is broken, I have a little bit of off color going on here, but I'm still going to use these photos printed from my regular printer on this layout, and then I'll just replace them when I get my photo printer replaced. I also have a few cut files that I have designed that were just kind of sitting on my desk, so I thought that I would give them a try. I also have the gold acrylic pieces that match those cut files, and plan on using those. They were sitting on my desk as well. Now I have a ton of people from the June collection, the color kit papers, from Shimmerz, except for the very back piece, and I'll show you what that is. So I have the flare, and then these Felicity Jane alphas, this gorgeous cut apart sheet with this beautiful blue color wash on the back. It is just gorgeous, but I am going to fussy cut out some of the flowers and whatnot. So I will be working with those today. And then look at this. It's already done for me. So this will be my background piece. And look at that cute little watering can. I mean, it is so adorable, and I think it's supposed to go like this so it drops on your head. But I am going to be using this beautiful purple background. I also picked out these because I love these frames. And even though it's got these adorable little bees on the back, I will be saving some of this paper, especially below and above the frames, but I will be fussy cutting out the frames. And then here is another piece of paper that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those succulents. Now, I do believe this paper pack is still available as far as when I went and checked it out a couple days ago. But these florals are just beautiful. So I think I'm going to fussy cut out those succulents. Now, this piece of paper here, whoops, butterfly. Sorry. This piece of paper here is actually packaging. Yep, that's what it is. So I am going to be using that mint color for the matting of my photo mats. Now, for the paints that I'll be using, it's going to be Creamies in Paradise Punch, and then Shimmerz in Cranberry Cocktail, Shimmerz in Iris My Case, Shimmerz in Coffee, Inklings in Chocolate and Diamonds, Creamies in Boogie Board and Blue, and Shimmerz in Slow Ocean. Now that is to start, because I do end up pulling in 2 more products when it gets to the end of the layout, but I'm not sure if I show that. No, I think I do. Yes, I do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut all my papers out off camera. Now you can see, ta-da, they're all done. So now I'm going to trim my photos out and go ahead and mat them. And when I mat them, I don't really like how they look without the white border. So I am bringing in a scrap piece of paper that I have from when I cut out the succulent border. I'm going to bring that in and use that so I can have a double mat, basically. So I'm going to put a white border around all my photos and then turn around and use this beautiful mint color for my second layer of my photo mats. All right, so now I'm going to move on to painting my branches. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm starting with the Chocolate and Diamonds in Inklings and going ahead and painting that in there. And then I was trying to get a little bit more of a purpley branch going on, but I wasn't sure if I liked it. So, okay, I'm going to try another one. And then I do like it without it, but let's try the Paradise Punch first and see if I like that purpley better. I'm just trying to make sure that they stand out enough to where they are going to be seen through all of those gorgeous flowers that I have. I want to make sure that the branches can be seen. Well, then I added a little bit of Iris My Case. I love the name of that little ink pot, you guys. It is adorable and such a gorgeous purpley blue, almost like a royal blue color. It's beautiful. Or at least that's my opinion. I'm not really sure. But I did like the addition of the Iris My Case on top of the Paradise Punch color and the Cocktail Creamy, or the Cranberry Cocktail color. So now I'm going to try something different. I wasn't sure if I wanted a bluey purpley branch or not. And then it was starting to look a little bit like seaweed or a coral thing that you would find at the bottom of the ocean. And I was like, no, it's the wrong direction. I'm going to stick with my browns. So I'm going to go back with my chocolate and diamonds. And this time I'm just going to paint the underbelly of my branch and kind of give it that, what's it called? Like that oxidized, if it was metal, it would have that, it's like a different type of rust that some metals do when they've reached water, they oxidize. And so I really was going to do that. The first one was with Boogie Board and Blue. The second one was with Slow Ocean. And it's a little bit too, a little bit too minty. So I go ahead and I change this one to the coffee color. And I really liked how coffee and Slow Ocean mixed together. So I'm going to have some purple branches, some brown branches, brown with blue branches. And then I went ahead and brought in Iris My Case because I liked how that one looked all together. It was my favorite one of all time. Now, there is a difference between coffee and chocolate and diamonds. There's a huge difference, you guys. The coffee one is on the darker side, and it's also a lot more shimmery than the Inklings chocolate and diamonds is. It's just to let you know. Now, Inklings does have a shimmer to it. The creamies are the ones that have the little less shimmer. But the Inklings definitely have less than the full blown on shimmer. So, and you'll see it when they dry, to be honest. And then I have to say that, I saw it at first, and then when I glued them all to the page and started covering them up with the flowers, I didn't see it anymore. So I'm telling you guys, you'll see it, but then you won't. I still really love this Iris My Case underneath my branch. It was my favorite one. To be honest, it gave it that perfect little purple that I was looking for on the underbelly of my branches. And I am just going to go ahead and try a little bit again with the Cranberry Cocktail because it is a beautiful purple as well, and it blends really well with the browns. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in, and then the last one that you guys didn't see, I painted in Paradise Punch. All right, so now that everything's dry, everything's fussy cut, everything's matted, everything's ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and put my layouts together. Now, I did want to make sure that I was able to add all my elements in by going ahead and tapping my fingers and moving my photos and doing the dance without the camera on. And so what I'm doing is this is my final decision, and I'm putting my photos where I have decided, and then I'm going to build my page around it. Now, at first, I didn't know what I was going to do. I kind of wanted like a C going around to where it looked like it was like a half a wreath or a swag. But then when I got going a little bit more, I was like, well, my arrow is flying and it's leaving all these beautiful swirls and whatnot down below, right? And so it's very directional. And at first I didn't know where I wanted it to go. I knew I wanted to do the half C or the C and have a half wreath or a swag or whatever they call that. I knew I wanted that. But I had no idea that I was going to follow the arrow and have my embellishments go in that direction until I just decided, yep, that's what I want. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm not really sure if you can see the differences in all the branches, but I do, and I love them. I don't know if it's you have to move it type of deal or not, but once I get my branches, now there are a few that I don't use. I only use a few, but I did paint all of them just in case I wanted to use them all. But once I started adding all the flowers, I really didn't want my branches to disappear. So I mean, all that work, and I wanted them to still stick out. So I'm tucking the cut file or the fussy cut flowers in and out, above and below the branches, and intermixing them all with everything. And I just absolutely love how this looks and how it kind of goes with the flow of the arrow. So I really like that, even though it wasn't intentional. It wasn't what I planned on doing. So I'm going to go ahead and take my foam tape. Now this is just a foam tape that I've received in several kits from kit clubs. To be honest, and I am on my last roll, which I have to say that I'm kind of glad because this tape is a little bit on the thicker side. I definitely like thinner tape, and so with this one being a little on the thinner side, I wanted to, hurry up and use this up so I can go back to my thinner stuff. Even though I did appreciate the fact that I got all of this tape. I think it's been almost 2 years and I haven't bought any tape because I had all this giant rolls of these thick tapes. So it's been a while since I remember buying foam adhesive, to be honest. I do buy the bigger sheets, for my photos and stuff because they are bigger, but lately I've been just using this even on my photos because I want to use it up. I really do. You guys, it's the name of the game. I want to use my stuff. I really do. And that is why I pulled out this older kit, even though it is just from last month. I pulled it out because I wanted to use my stuff. All right, so I pulled out one of the flare, which was that beautiful purple flower, and now I am pulling out this adorable little butterfly. So I got 2 of my flare on here, and then I'm going to add 2 of the fussy cut out dragonflies because I love dragonflies. And I was super stoked to see them on the cut apart sheet, so I made sure to cut those apart. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the cut apart hearts that were on there. There were 4, there were 3 wooden hearts, and then the 4th one, one of the hearts from the frame cutouts actually got covered up, and so I was covering it up with another heart, and then the other heart came and it was visible, so that's how I ended up with 4 hearts instead of just the 3. Anyways, long story short. And then I have my little title. Again, it was just a cut file that was sitting on my desk, so I wanted to make sure that, I used my stuff and it matched perfectly with it being having the leaves on it. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I can just paint those to match my succulents. But the leaves weren't really working in my favor. And I did cut off the flower that it originally had. I think I cut that off way before I even started the film. And then now I'm cutting off the leaves to get them to play nice with my title and my photos and all the other stuff that I never even thought about. So now that I finally found a placement for my leaves, I'm going to go ahead and add in the word happy, and I'm going to put it slightly on my photo, but mostly off of my photo. And I forgot about the second half of my title, which was going to be happy always. Because, I just love going out and doing strange and weird things like this. There's lots and lots of murals in Phoenix where I was, and I didn't care what anybody thought of me. Let's just be goofy and slap yourself against the wall and make it look like you're shooting a giant arrow that has swirly bits coming out of it. Yes, let's do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take this gorgeous spritz in pipe cream. Oh my God, this color is gorgeous, you guys. And it is right now only available in the June color kit. So I'm not sure if they're going to make this available outside or if it's just an exclusive during June. I'm glad I got it, and I'm going to be sad when it goes away. Like when I use it all up. Yeah, that's a thing. So yes, I put that around my layout, and I was thrilled with the color of it. And then I'm taking my beautiful Minor 49er, or what's left of it, and I'm splattering it all across the page. And in the close-ups, you will see how they are dried out and how gorgeous they look and how much sparkle they have and the color. But honestly, you guys, the paper did all the work for me. I hardly used any product minus paper. I got everything I needed other than a title. Well, I even had half a title from this kit, you guys. It's amazing. It really is. I love kits that are all-in-one kits, and I can do everything. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to check out the Shimmerz Paints website to go and check out all the gorgeous colors that they have available. It's amazing. I love going to that site and checking and seeing what colors that I probably don't need, but I love and I have to have. Also, too, if you mention my name during checkout, then you will get a free giftie. well, when you receive your order. It's an awesome little surprise type of stuff. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will check y'all later. Bye.